Thanks, Rita. Hundreds of thousands of men, women, and children led a wave of international protests against President Donald Trump over the weekend. They turned out to stand up for what they call gender equality, something they don't believe the new president supports. Political analyst Dallas Jones is here to talk more about that. Good morning to you. Thanks for being here.
Good morning. How are you?
Let's talk about where this stemmed from. Do you feel like the lewd tape that came out from more than a decade ago when Mr. Trump was talking about just lewd facts about women and saying things, do you think that's what prompted all of this in the big marches over the weekend?
I think there are a number of efforts. You know, it's the lewd remarks that came out during the campaign. It's the fact that he was campaigning against the first female president of any major party, presidential candidate, rather. It's also the fact that, you know, there's been attacks on his record on women the whole time, the emergence of this Facebook group, Pantsuit Nation, as a tool to organize. I think all of those things sparked what was the largest women's march in the history of our country.
His spokesperson, Kellyanne Conway, says she just didn't see a point to the demonstrations. In fact, she said she never even got a request for a dialogue with the president. Do you feel like that they just wanted to be heard and not necessarily talked to about it?
Well, I think Kellyanne Conway has disappointed a large amount of women in this country a long time ago, and so I'm not necessarily sure that she's the authority on whether or not the point of the march was valid. What I do know is that they wanted to spark a national dialogue. They wanted to galvanize an energy amongst the female population in our country. They wanted to make sure that they made their voice heard, that they're not going to stand for attacks against women's health care, against women's rights. And I think the point was made. I think what we saw was gatherings all around the world, all around the world in connection to this cause, much larger than that of the inauguration.
When we see things like this, though, you see cars on fire. We did see some violence. Do you feel like at that point you lose it because it says, you know, we want peace, but at the same time, some places there was not peace involved with it? Well,
and I think any time that you have a large gathering of people, there was the same situation the day before with the inauguration when there was violence. I think any time you have a large gathering of that number, you're going to have elements of it that are out of control, and that's why you have to have law and order, and these things have to be done orderly. However, right, you cannot take away from the overall message, and so you have to make sure that you have done what you need to do in order to keep these extra elements in line.
As it was all going on, we saw a typical tweet from Mr. Trump that said something like, why didn't these people vote? But then we saw a more presidential side, and I have it here. He says, quote, peaceful protests are a hallmark of our democracy. Even if I don't always agree, I recognize the rights of people to express their views. Were you happy to see that he came out and said, you know what, it's okay, I understand? I mean, we actually got a positive response from him.
I absolutely was happy that, you know, someone grabbed the phone and said, hey, you may not want to tweet that. This is a hallmark of our democracy. The ability to gather and assemble in a peaceful way is part of what makes this country great. And so I hope that we see more tweets like that one come out, and that can support our values and move the country forward.
All right, Dallas Jones, good to see you. Thanks for always breaking things down for us so easily.
Great
Have a
to
good
be
one.
here.
Good to see you.
Bye-bye.